Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're in New York City today, in Manhattan, on the West Side Highway. We're just taking a stroll along the Hudson River, as you can see. And is it starting to rain? No, it's not raining. I thought it was for a second there, but it's not. You can see right now we are passing Harlem. There's 125th Street. That's the exit for 125th Street. So in case you are looking on this channel, if you've never been to New York City, we're just going to give you a glimpse of what it looks like from the road, from the West Side Highway. And I don't know what that ship is over there, but we're coming up to all the passenger ships. The big cruise ships are coming up. So if you want to take a cruise, you'll see coming up from the Hudson River where all the terminals are. We passed, let's see, where I think it's like right around here is Grant's Tomb. You might be passing it now. We'll have to check that out. And you can see there's like a bike path, people running, you could jog right along the Hudson River. It's really nice. Got to take advantage of that if you come and visit New York City. And you know, on this channel we show you a lot of different places. You know, not only New York City, we go around New York State, go around the country. If you check out videos, you can see we got videos from Florida. We got videos from Spain, from Israel, so from Canada. So check it out, guys. And if you like seeing these videos, then definitely go ahead and subscribe. Stop some of our talking and just let you see some of the scenery. There's the Hudson River. If you look over there, that's New Jersey, right across the Hudson River. It's springtime, so you can see there are a lot of trees in bloom right now, and very nice time of year, the end of April. So I definitely recommend it. End of April, beginning of May. Definitely not too hot and usually not too cold. So good time of year. We're coming up to what's known as the Upper West Side. There's the exit for West 95th Street. And it's Saturday night around 7 o'clock. The traffic is not that bad. Now, if this was a weekday, well, you know, it would be late rush hour, but it would definitely be more crowded than it is now. And forget it. If it's like rush hour during the week, you know, anytime after 5, forget about it. Although, I would say most of the traffic is probably going to be, well, no, I won't. I think it's going to be mostly flowing the other way. We're going south right now, so a lot of it would be going north to get to the George Washington Bridge. You'd still have some traffic here, but more of the traffic would start a little further downtown, and then it would be traffic that would be headed towards the tunnels, the Lincoln Tunnel and the Holland Tunnel going into New Jersey. But the other traffic would be going north to the George Washington Bridge or north to go into the Bronx and Westchester County for all those people who work in Manhattan. And we're going to start to See taller and taller buildings as we go along here. Now these buildings right here belong to Trump. At least for the time being. See, we are coming to the ship terminals. And if you cross the river over there, that's Fort Lee, New Jersey. And a little further down, it's Hoboken. See, they're doing a lot of building, a lot of construction. They keep building all these, you know, the buildings get narrower and narrower every day, but they keep going up. Look at this building, it's kind of funky, weird shape. And it's looks like they're apartments, studios, 1 bedrooms. If you're interested, want to see a New York City garbage truck, there you go. And in just a little bit, we're going to be coming to the Battery Tunnel. Well, not for another 4 miles, so probably have to end that video before then. But yeah, definitely New York City, it's I think, and again, I'm from New York, but I think, in my opinion, it's the greatest city in the world. So I would definitely recommend a visit to New York City. If you're from somewhere around the United States or anywhere around the world, definitely come over here. You got to visit this place before you die. That's my opinion. Check it out. A lot of things to do, a lot of places to go to, a lot of famous landmarks that you've heard about all over, like the Statue of Liberty, the Empire State Building. Definitely, but be prepared for traffic and for paying a lot of money for hotels and anything you want to buy here. Although I do think it's cheaper than London, and but that's about it. It is expensive, but you know, YOLO, you know, you only live once. All right, let's check it out. Now we're in Midtown right now. I mean, we're not in Midtown, I apologize, but we are. If you go down this road, this street, you'll start to hit Midtown. There are the piers. Manhattan Cruise Terminal, the Intrepid. It's a ship that was used during World War II. And it's now a museum. It's a pretty cool place to visit. I actually stayed there. They have like overnight stays where you could take a tour and then stay there overnight. But those are more like, you know, I'm not sure what they do. I mean, they do have like, if you kids who like are in Cub Scouts and stuff, and they have like overnight stuff. And you know, I did that with my son, but I'm sure they have other like class trips and stuff like there over there too. But you can see they got some, you know, pretty cool planes up there. It's a stealth bomber right there up there. That's pretty cool.
Red light camera reported ahead.
Oh, red light camera. All right. You don't want to go through that. Pier 84. And the Circle Line, if you want to take a boat ride around Manhattan Island, that's a pretty popular one. It's been around for a long time. Eat lobster on a boat. Alright, you gotta watch out. You don't want to go through that red light camera. Look, there's a bowling alley right there. That's pretty cool. Show you some of those buildings. And yeah, guys, if you have any comments or questions about New York City, comment below. And if you like these type of videos where you get a little different perspective on the city of what it's like when you're driving around, then definitely subscribe to this channel and give it a like if you like it. Then I know to continue to make these type of videos. And we are coming up on the Battery Tunnel any moment. We're coming into downtown Manhattan where the Freedom Tower is. This is the sanitation department. And there's the tow pound. Nowhere to go if your car's towed. A lot of them get towed, believe me. You can see like these are like so many like buildings, new buildings that they're building here. Here's the Jacob Javits Center, where right now they're using it as a facility to get COVID vaccine shots. You can see some of the buildings, but it's usually for different conventions and stuff like that. But there's not too many of those going on right now. So look at these license plates. They're either going to be New York or New Jersey. That's about it. Sometimes you'll see Connecticut, but that's what we call the tri-state area. You just got a little glimpse of, I think that was the Empire. Yeah, back there. Got a little glimpse of the Empire State Building.
Red light camera reported ahead.
Oh, there it is, the Empire State Building. Sorry, we can't get a closer view from it, but we tried. All right. Next up, hopefully we get a glimpse of the Freedom Tower for you. There are these great bike paths, like right on the Hudson River. So if you're into that, it's pretty cool. You can definitely do a lot of walking in this city. Chelsea Piers coming up, and there's the Freedom Tower. There, and you know that's, if you don't know, it was built right near the former site of the World Trade Center, the Twin Towers. So right now we're on West 24th Street, and we are coming to a tunnel, the Battery Tunnel, and we will be there any time now. So Chelsea Piers, they have a lot of, like if you want to go ice skating, they have ice hockey. They got a lot of stuff like that. Different sports related things, like if you want to play soccer, all that. That's the Chelsea Piers. So that's a good place to know if you're into that type of stuff. And let's see what else. You can see most, well, I don't know. Some people with masks, but most people outside do not have them on right now, it looks like. Chelsea Piers, sports and entertainment. In a very expensive area of New York City called Chelsea, and that's why they call it Chelsea Piers. So, all right. So Manhattan.
Red light camera reported ahead.
Another red light camera. My goodness. Here we get a better view of the Freedom Tower. We're getting closer. And again, this is Chelsea Piers. You can see it's a pretty big place. Hey guys, by the way, if you like seeing different parts of the city, then definitely subscribe to this channel. But also, like I said, we've gone around to different places around the country, and you know, I like to just go to different places and compare it to New York City and to all the other places. To, you know, it's good to get out. And again, it's been hard the last year or so, but definitely we've been able to get out and go to different places around New York. If you want to check it out, Lake George, you're up in Montreal. We have videos from, well, we're going to post them, but videos from Toronto, also Madrid, Spain, Barcelona, Tel Aviv, Jerusalem. So, you know, a lot of good stuff. Especially now when it's hard to travel, you know, it's good to be able to take a look and see what places look like and what it will be like in the future when you can travel. So we try and give a good review as well. All right, there's Pier 57, the meat market. That's like an area now with like a whole bunch of clubs. They call it the Meatpacking District. So, yeah. There used to be a lot of meat markets, but now it's like clubs and stuff. And restaurants. Good restaurants. We definitely don't want to go through a red light. Ooh, good job. You know, it's not too, what's the temperature? Let's see, it's 66 degrees right now. So, you know, it's pretty nice out. It's like a nice night. Not too windy, otherwise it would be kind of cold. But you can see how people on April 24th, 2021, you could see how people are dressed here. And just remember, folks, New York City, you could probably, if you can get here, probably get a decent deal on a hotel right now. So now might be a really good time to try and get over here if you're able to. If you got your COVID shots, then you're in an even better situation. There's the Freedom Tower. Again, as we get closer. New Jersey looks like it's getting built up. Right over the river in Hoboken.
Speed camera reported ahead.
That's the birthplace of Frank Sinatra, in case you're interested. That's New Jersey. And I'm trying to think of the most famous, probably like the most well-known person born in New York State is Billy Joel as far as musicians go. But, you know, New Jersey also has Bruce Springsteen. Okay, and Bon Jovi. All right. We got 1.7 miles to the Battery Tunnel, and probably where this video is going to end. But you can see that, you know, nice little places to eat right along the river. And this is going to be a long video. It's like 20 minutes already. Wow. It's like one of my longest videos. But hopefully you find it interesting. Here's some music going on out there. It's a Saturday night, so yeah, I mean, when there's no pandemic going on, it's a lot. You'll hear like a lot more music and stuff, obviously, but yeah, I think New York City is starting to pick up. It has been picking up for a while, and I think by the summer it's really gonna pick up. And I would say if you're gonna make reservations to come to New York City, do it now. Probably get good deals right now. Yankee fan, let's run him over, because hate to say it if you're a Yankee fan, but they did a poll just a couple of years ago. There are more New York Mets fans in New York City than Yankees fans, so a lot of people out of New York State won't realize that. Queens, where the Mets play, is the second. Almost 3 million people live there.
To exit 2, QL Carey Tunnel.
I think the Bronx only has like about 1 million people, or so. And just to give you a little history as far as baseball goes, the Brooklyn Dodgers, when they left Brooklyn, and the New York Giants left Manhattan and they went to San Francisco, Brooklyn Dodgers went to Los Angeles. There were a few years where the only team in town were the Yankees, and none of those fans of the Giants or the Dodgers would become Yankees fans because they just hated them. So they couldn't wait for the Mets to come in to play in New York. And so all those Brooklyn Dodger fans, the Mets got fans from the Dodgers and the Giants, and the colors of the Mets actually the blue came from the Brooklyn Dodgers, and the orange from the New York Giants, and that's why the Mets colors are blue and orange. Blue and orange is also the official colors of New York State. So there's some baseball history for you, and that is probably why there are more Mets fans than Yankees fans in New York City, according to, and this was a legitimate poll done by Quinnipiac College. If you could say that, good luck 10 times really fast. But Quinnipiac College poll, and they did that poll just a couple of years ago. So yes, because they had 2 teams worth of fans that became Mets fans. So little known stuff if you're outside of New York City, and even if you're in New York City. All right, we're coming to, it was the Battery Tunnel, now it's called the U. Carey Tunnel, named after a former governor of New York State. Trying to provide you with a little history of New York City at the same time. I think that is the Woolworth building. I don't know. I apologize, but I think that's, at the time when it was built, it was the tallest building in New York City. If I'm wrong, comment below. But you could see how much taller things have gotten. Let's try and compare. Woolworth Building, the Freedom Tower, which is now the tallest building in New York City. And again, there's New Jersey, right across the Hudson River. And we are about to go into the U Carey Tunnel, which goes into Brooklyn. And they have a famous run. I forget the name of it, but it's like a charity run named after this firefighter who ran through the Battery Tunnel to get to the Trade Center. He perished on 9/11 trying to put out the fires at the World Trade Center. Okay, we're in downtown Manhattan right now. There's the Borough of Manhattan Community College. You know, we're coming down into Wall Street. It's called the Financial District of New York right now. It's also Chinatown and Little Italy in downtown. And there's even a Bed Bath & Beyond. Holy cow. It's a pretty cool baseball field right there, right in the middle of downtown Manhattan. I don't even know that existed, but that's pretty cool. Gotta get more kids playing baseball these days. All right. It's like 2 fields too. That's pretty nice. Right in the middle of downtown. Like right near the Freedom Tower. And if you want to visit, then there's also a museum dedicated to the World Trade Center and 9/11, and I've never been there, but I hear it's really nice, and I would recommend that if you're coming into New York City. And that's right near here. All right, I didn't want to put my camera on the NYPD car, but anyway, folks, this is it. The Freedom Tower, way up there. And downtown New York City, the Financial District, Wall Street. All right, folks, see you later from Manhattan, from New York City. And remember, if you like these type of videos, please like so we know to bring you more of these. But next stop, Brooklyn, New York. We'll see you later from the greatest city in the world, New York City. Remember, if you want to see these videos right away, just hit that notification bell.